G'day guys, what's cracking? It's Ralph here, and recently Chipfancier reached out to me. You've not heard of Chipfancier? Give it a moment and you will. I am convinced that these guys are going to be all over it. They said, can you review our CFexpress cards? And I'm like, it needs to have the read capacity and the write capacity, the sustained writing capacity to handle the Z9 and the Z8. And they said, sure, have our 2 terabyte number. I'm like, come on, send it through. We'll run it through its paces. So this little beauty has turned up in its nice little plastic case. Fits nicely into any of your CFexpress or XQD card holders that you may have lying around. And let's see what it can do. Now, first of all, made of aluminium alloy. Don't do that with a memory card. I know I shouldn't, but it's metal. So what that means is if you drop it, it won't crack. And if continued use, it won't crack. I've got another card here. Where is it? Sustained damage, emotional damage on the corner because it's been dropped or something's happened to it. So not really thrilled about that. So when they said it's an aluminium alloy, I'm like, bring it on. I know I am delicate, clearly, but sometimes the gear's not up to the task. So I'm very excited. So then I whacked this in my Z9, right? So I put it in my Z9 and I did something I probably shouldn't do. I took about 10 years of the sale price of this camera by holding down the shutter button on 20 frames a second to see how long it would go until it ran out of puff. Like until the buffer was full, it wouldn't take any more photographs. After 2 minutes and like 4 million photographs of just black, I gave up. So this can do continued shooting until the cows come home, unless you're not a farmer. Then it'll just do it forever. So it's a CFexpress Type B 4.0, and it has the protocol version of the PCIe Express 4.0 by 2. And you're like, what on earth does that mean? It basically means that most of your others are 3.0, so they future-proofed it. All the cameras on the market as the end of last year only needed a 3.0 card, and this one's a 4.0 card, so it'll do all them, but all the new cameras into the future, and they've equipped it so you can firmware update the card. Firmware update the card for new cameras as they come out. Also has graphene enhanced thermal conductivity. And what that basically means is if you say you put it in your Z8 and you shoot on 8K and you might get 27 minutes out of it before the card burns off and you turn it off, and then you go again and you get a shorter amount of time, and then you go again and you get a shorter amount of time. With this, you get close to the same amount of time. So basically it has the ability to conduce energy and heat away from the card, dissipate the heat of the card so it can sustain a longer period of video recording. Now they say it goes in all major brands, and obviously you would have to ask them or check on their website to make sure yours fits, but your Canons and your Sonys and your Nikons, boom, no worries at all right there. And is 8K friendly, so you can shoot on 8K. I don't think I'm ever going to shoot on 8K, but if you want to shoot on 8K, this, I have tested it, will shoot on 8K on both the Z9 and the Z8. Now let's talk about the question. If you've been around cards, you're asking, you're like, give us the write speed, give us the sustained write speed, and give us the read speed. So here it comes. Are you ready? The write speed at its maximum, at its peak, and that's when it's really put under pressure, can go 3,550 megabytes per second. Sustained write speed, and that's for video, right? So sustained write speed is 2,920 megabytes per second, and its read speed, how fast you can get information off of it, is 2,920 megabytes per second, and it retails at a crazy $370 US, right? So that gives you a little bit of a framework about this card. And if you're like me and you're going, okay, that's a 2 terabyte card, 2 terabytes. They have a variety of others, like they have a 1 terabyte, and you can get some gigage. This is a 2 terabyte. I wanted the speed for this because the Z9 will write to cards at 722.9 megabytes per second. So your number has to be higher than that, and this is. But then I thought, let's compare this to other leading 2 terabyte cards in the gold division. So here we go for the gold medal. Let me just show you what's out there. We'll put it on the screen and you can screen capture it. Have a look for yourself. So up top, you can see what our Chipfancier 2TB can do. Let's compare that to the Pro Grade 2TB CFexpress Type B card that has a read speed of 3,400, a sustained write speed of 2,400, and a maximum write speed of 3,000. And that retails in American dollars at $600. Right, so hold that in mind. Now let's bring up the Angel Bird 2TB, has a read speed of 1,785, so it's remarkably slower than one of the other two cards. Its sustained write speed can easily take on the Z9 or the Z8, even on 8K, but its speed is 1,550 and its write speed is 1,300, and that retails for $800. And finally, not to be forgotten, we have the Lexar Pro 2TB, which has a maximum write speed of 3,300 megabytes per second, a sustained write speed, it wins at 3,000, and then a very fast read speed at 3,600, but comes in at 490. So probably pick of the bunch other than Chipfancier, depending on what's more important to you between max write speeds and sustained write speeds, given there's 80 megabytes per second difference, which is absolutely nothing. So I bring all this to you for you to make up your mind for what the best solution is for you. Now, there are tons and dozens of other cards I could look at, but what I wanted to do was compare a 2TB ultra fast card with its main competitors, and as you can see, the Chipfancier blows it out of the water. Now, for those of you that are smarter than me and you're like, well, what about this and what about that, just add it to the comments down below. Let's make this a rich community of learning. You can say I'm an idiot because plenty of people do, but to the best of my knowledge, this is delivered. I've really enjoyed this card. It hasn't let me down. I've used it a ton. I really appreciate it. It's great for all videoing projects, and because it's 2TB, I could do multiple shoots on this or just have it in and not worry about when it's going to run out. Like at the mark with the Z9 and the Z8 run out, which is like 105 minutes, is it? At that point, you can just go again, and you're not worried about, oh, is the card going to run out? Is the card going to pull up short? Because it won't. It'll just 2 TB. That's just forever, isn't it? I never thought I'd have a card like this. Thanks, Chipfancier, for partnering with me on it. Love your products. I'm happy to recommend you. There'll be links down below, maybe even a savings like code you can use if it floats your boat. Thanks for watching, everyone. Share the video, give the love, give us a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.